phase in and out and barely here anymore. These terrible visions. Wait a minute. Those aren't my hands. Those are my father's hands. Fuck it then. If it's to be the nun, well, let it crawl the totality of our spine. You search for the ferryman. Your faith is with the ferryman.
I told him to find the ferryman. I don't know why. It just came to me. It was as if I had whispered some secret curse. He said something about disintegration. Others were pushing through. He said that he would fragment. He said those fragments would become terrible creatures. He said the structure was beginning to collapse. He said he could see through the structure. He said there had been no structure to begin with. He said he was both himself and everyone else. How to put it? But there was no weight, no substance to any of them. They were characters. But were they alive? Maybe, as much as he was. And what to make of his mention of the paranoid city? The living eye, was it all nonsense? It was at that moment I realized I was as much a part of his imagination as anything else, as anyone else, as everything else. The poor boy, he's gone around the bend. How happy we'll be when we learn to live in dreams.
And the only payment for that is your sanity. That is to say, the author of this piece is cracked, lost his senses, and gone around the bend. Things were just pulled too far apart. Purity doesn't catch like a virus. He couldn't handle it and blamed everything on her. That was not a very polite way of going about things. Then he thought, I record, therefore I am. The good doctor laughed and said, there's no erection quite like resurrection.
far as he remembers. It's all backward now. I drove myself to the hospital. I know that really happened. But the rest. I was in a little room, the intake room, before they put you on the ward, lying on the hard bed, and my imagination spiraled out of control. It went metastatic, going down the spine, then slicing through other parts of my body. A dark chill, a fire sparkling underneath the skin. It felt like a strange fever. I imagined 3 realms, upper, lower, and middle. The upper realm was the universe of dreams, the source, the infinite, the place where there are no impossibilities. The lower realm was that of pure information. It was the cauldron of letters that made the words, and the words made reality. The middle realm was the machine city. It's a dead place, cold, pitiless. It's the realm that we think of as reality itself. We are meant at all costs to try to escape. We are meant to find the ferryman. And so when the doctor came in, all proper, holding pen and paper on clipboard, asking questions, I told him that I knew the hospital was a machine and that it wanted to tear us to pieces. He laughed and didn't understand why. Didn't he understand that this place wanted to devour us? That it wanted to grind us to a pulp and then reconstruct us as cameras? But it was all coming together now. He wanted to record, to observe, but not me. I needed to get out of there. I needed to find the I, paranoid city. There's no weight to any of this, is there? You will not silence my scream. What right do you have to my radiation? What right do you have to steal my paranoia? Is there really no ferryman?